I spent the rest of my day staring at that map. It was just a piece of paper with some lines and an X. But to me it was a puzzle that needed solving. I couldn't focus on my presentation. I couldn't focus on anything. The X marked a spot near the giant fern in the corner of the office. That fern is older than most of the employees. It's been there since the building opened. Nobody pays attention to it. It's just there existing, taking up space. I decided to investigate after everyone left. I stayed late, pretending to work on a report. When the office finally emptied out, I made my move. I walked over to the fern, feeling ridiculous. I was a grown woman, sneaking around an office plant like I was in some kind of spy movie. I checked under the pot. Nothing. I checked behind the pot. Nothing. I checked inside the leaves, feeling foolish with every second. And then, just when I was about to give up, I noticed something taped to the back of the pot. A small envelope. Inside was another note. This one read, "You found me. I knew you would. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. Here's a hint for your next step. The best coffee in the city isn't in this building. It's at a place called the Bean Counter. Ask for the Elara special." The Elara special. I don't have a special. I order the same boring black coffee everywhere I go. How could there be an Elara special? Unless this person knew something about me that I didn't even know myself. Maya called me that night, demanding to know why I left work so late. I told her about the second note. She screamed so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. She said, "Elara, this is it. This is your meet cute. You have to go to the Bean Counter tomorrow. This is fate. This is destiny. This is the universe finally giving you a plot line." I told her it was a security breach. She told me I was hopeless. She was probably right. I spent the entire night analyzing the handwriting on both notes. The penmanship was elegant, with little flourishes on the letters. It looked artistic, not professional. That ruled out most of my colleagues in the data department. The art department, though, that was a different story. I made a list of every male in the art department. There were 7 of them. I started cross-referencing them with my mental database of office interactions. I had spoken to maybe 3 of them in 2 years. One of them always smiled at me in the elevator. One of them once held the door for me. The others were complete strangers. The next morning, I arrived at work with a plan. I was going to observe every single person in the art department. I was going to analyze their behavior. I was going to find my mapmaker. But first, I had to go to the Bean Counter. Not because I believed in fate or destiny, but because I needed more data. That's what I told myself. The Bean Counter was a small coffee shop 3 blocks from my office. I had walked past it 1,000 times, but never gone in. It was too rustic for my taste. Too many exposed brick walls and mismatched furniture. I walked up to the counter and the barista, a young woman with pink hair and a nose ring, smiled at me. She said, "You must be Elara. I have your order ready." I was stunned. She had it ready. How did she know I was coming? How did she know it was me? She handed me a cup. I looked at the label. It said Elara Special, with a smiley face drawn next to it. I took a sip. It was a vanilla latte. Sweet, creamy, and nothing like what I would ever order. But it was amazing. The barista told me a man had come in the day before and asked her to make this drink for me. He described me perfectly. Tall, brown hair, always looks like she's solving a math problem in her head. He said I needed to try something sweeter. I left the Bean Counter feeling something I hadn't felt in a long time. Curiosity. Genuine, unscripted curiosity. Someone was putting effort into this. Someone was trying to understand me. And for reasons I couldn't explain, I wanted to understand them too.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Up next, Episode 3. Suspect 0. Have you ever received a secret message? Share your story below.